Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the inaugural Sweet Spot Munch Madness Candy Bracket Selection Show. I'm your host, Kerry Eisentraut, alongside Dylan Richter and Anna Limbaugh. Now, before we introduce the matchups, let's recap the format. Munch Madness is a single-elimination bracket-style tournament where 16 of the Sweet Spot's most popular treats will go head-to-head in a weekly sales-off.
That's right, Kerry. Whichever item is purchased more each week between online and in-store sales moves on to the next round. We start with the Sweet 16, we move on to the Elite 8, then we have the Flavor 4, and it all culminates in the Chomp-ionship match. 16 sweets, 4 weeks, 1 champion.
Should we give the people what they came for? Kerry, let's introduce the teams.
Let's start with the West region. In our first matchup, we have the number 1 overall seed, Build Your Own Bulk Bags, at 37 sales a week. Against the 9 seed, Hank's Cheesecake, at 21 sales a week.
That's right, Kerry. There's no surprise here. With over 80 options, the Build Your Own Bag team, they're simply massive.
I've watched Hank's closely this year, and while they're anchored by the best-selling chocolate chip, their role players have really stepped it up. Turtle, Tiramisu, and Key Lime are playing lights out.
Moving on to our next matchup, we have the 5 seed Milka Bars at 25 sales a week against the 13 seed Candy and Bubblegum Cigarettes at 14 sales a week.
This is going to be a fun one, Kerry. The bad boys of the tournament. Candy and Bubblegum Cigarettes, they may be controversial, but you can't argue with their history. And look, I've seen a few kids who go through a pack a day.
And the International All-Star Milka Bar squad from Germany. They're delicious, silky smooth, and ready for a deep tournament run this year.
For the last 2 matchups in the West region, we have the number 3 overall seed Burnt Chocolate Truffle Boxes at 30 sales a week versus 11 seed Jenny's Ice Cream at 19 sales a week. Then we have the 7 seed Freeze-Dried Skittles at 22 sales a week versus the 15 seed Chocolate-Covered Jumbo Pecan Patties at 11 sales a week.
In the truffle versus ice cream matchup, keep an eye on Jenny's. Remember, their average weekly sales are pulled from October to December, where it can be a little cold for ice cream. March and some sunshine could change the game for Jenny's.
Speaking of changing the game, freeze-dried Skittles seemingly came out of nowhere, and now they're hanging with the big boys. Don't be surprised if you see freeze-dried Skittles in the Flavor 4.
Well, shall we head to the East regions? All right. All eyes are on number 2 seed Hammond's Chocolate Bars at 35 sales a week versus Harry Potter at 19 sales a week.
Hammond's is going to be hard to beat, but you never know what's going to happen with Harry Potter candy. They've got some tricks up their sleeve we've simply never seen before.
That's right, Anna. Tricks, that's an understatement. Watch this highlight clip here. Keep your eye on the chocolate wand. If they're able to play like that, I don't know anybody who's going to be able to stop them.
Okay, and moving on, we have the 6-seeded Jumbo Naked Pecan Patties at 23 sales a week versus the 14-seed Giant Peanut Butter Cups at 13 sales a week. And next up, we have the 4-seed Rock Candy at 28 sales a week going against the dark horse of the tournament, Toilet Candy, at 16 sales a week. Now, Rock Candy is a perennial powerhouse, but Sour Flush, Peekapoo, Pooplets, the roster's loaded.
You're right about that, Kerry. Toilet Candy, look for them to make a splash in this year's tournament. These low-seeded teams that give you the runs, go on a run. You can usually feel them coming, but sometimes they pop up out of nowhere and your stomach just drops. I actually had a chance to talk with the star player of the Team Toilet earlier today, Pooplets. Let me tell you, they are not happy and they're putting up a stink about it. They're tired of being number 2 and they feel like they should be number 1 this year.
I see what you did there.
So do I. And for the final match, we have the 8-seed Laffy Taffy at 22 sales a week versus the 16-seed Ramune Soda out of Japan. Dylan, Anna, any big predictions to make?
We could tell you what we think, but we'll do you one better. We have NCAA March Madness expert Seth Davis on the line, who knows a little something about the magic in March. Hey, Seth, what do you think?
My first round upset, I'm going with the 11-seeded Jenny's Ice Cream to shock the world and knock off the 3-seed Chocolate Truffle Gift Box. You hear that, Sister Jean? My overall winner, I'm going with, of course, Hammond's Chocolate Bars. Who isn't? I realize that's kind of chalky. Anyway, enjoy the madness, everybody. Thanks for participating. And pray for a win.
Well, there you have it. Folks at home, it's time to make your predictions. You can fill out a bracket online by following the link below or download a hard copy and turn it into the sweet spot by March 17th. Prizes will be awarded to the highest scoring brackets, including a $10,000 grand prize if anyone submits a perfect bracket, including the score of the Chomp-ionship match. Good luck, and we'll see you in a few weeks when the games begin.